Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Creeper World 4. That is right, we are back heading in the colony section yet again for another LPAC. That's right. It is choice 2. I haven't done choice 1. I may be doing that relatively soon, but I saw choice 2 and said why not? Revisiting this time with some cool changes. Choose islands to focus on to help push elsewhere. Or just try and brute force the main island. Usually, islands don't usually use their own resources, so that's kind of good as well. Let's see what's on these isles. I'm very intrigued. I do like the idea of choices, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, it's new. I like doing new things as well. So I was like, okay, let's do this. Rise and shine, Mr. Creeperman. Rise and shine. Not that I wish to imply that you've been sleeping on the job, which, maybe you do. No one is more deserving of a rest. And all the effort in the world would have gone to waste until, well, let's just say your hour has come again. The right emitter in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. So wake up, Mr. Creeperman. Wake up and smell the humies. Changes. Airships now require lift deck as ammo. That is awesome. That gives a great use for lift deck. And also, if you can cut out the lift deck, it has a great benefit. I think this is super, super cool of a change that the map maker did, and thank you, Fire, possibly most likely Fire Swamp, for the suggestion. Very, very cool. Super awesome. Love it, love it, love it. It just adds another level of your complexity. Same stuff again with this layout. Don't forget using eggs in the void to make bridges, and thank you for playing. Any feedback is welcome. So first feedback is that is awesome, and already looking at the map, yeah. Bam. We got a big old bam up there. I wonder what that's a reference to. Who knows? But we have what looks to be 4 main islands, 3 sub-islands, and a donut. With a little munchkin inside. Seems pretty good to me. Looks like there's an emitter on every island, which is pretty cool. None of them are nullified, too. So we have an emitter on every main island. All at 50.5, not nullified. Awesome. Specialties of each island, I guess. What do we have? Let's look at the North Island. We have Red On. Look, 2 Red On of 30s. I hate Red On, or I love Red On, but I hate when the enemy has Red On. So that is a pretty high target for me. If we can cut out their Red On, because it doesn't look like, I'm guessing each island specializes, this is a pretty high profile target. Definitely looking to take this out. Let's look at this island over here. We have what looks just to be a nice little mazy structure. And it doesn't actually look like there's any resources here, except for the urn port. So there's an urn port, and there's also a there's also a spore launcher up here, but there's also a skimmer factory down here. So I'm feeling kind of okay about this island. I mean, the urn port, I don't even know if it's going to be active. Skimmer factory, do love skimmers. Would love skimmers, so that would be nice, but not necessarily top target material, Down over here, what do we have? We have air sac attack with anything else? Blue white and air sac attack. So again, not nearly as high profile. Blue white, I mean, there's no AC bombers, so it's just the sprayers. Turning off the sprayers would be quite nice, but at the same time, it's not the end of the world kind of thing. So this is probably 3rd target, maybe even 4th. And then over on this island over here, we have a fantastic emitter. We have a whole lot of stuff. And then we have Greenar. Greenar is on this island. And the blobs. So Greenar and blobs on this island. This is definitely 2nd top priority now that lift deck is used for the airships. That makes Greenar super important. Plus the factory is here. Although if we destroy the factory, my guess is they'll just build it someplace else. So the factory is not necessarily a main target right away. But it's good to know. It's good to know that we can destroy it when we want. And realistically, say we take the Greenar and then destroy it, well, then, there's no reserve. But if we destroy it and the Greenar is still here, then there's a reserve. That's no good. I don't like that. So, one step at a time. Plus, Red On is going to be the top priority. Shutting off those shields, it allows us to get rid of MRIFs. It will keep them from building more MRIFs, which means we can cut off these islands even better. So that's going to be the biggest goal, I think, is getting this Red On. The Red On is the connection of everything. Just think about it this way as well. If we were to say shut off this Red On right here, right? This, what's keeping this island powered, right? I guess, is that even connected up? Doesn't look like that's even connected. They might connect it up there. But it looks like the only connection points to power I mean, nothing... I mean, I guess that connects to the main island, and that'll connect via that, mayhaps. But realistically, if we were to cut off this edge, this might lose all power, you know? Same thing over here. I mean, looks like there's no actual power connections along this entire thing. Even over here, no power connections. It's this entire place is powered by that M Rift. We get rid of shields. I mean, that's 3 eggs, you know, just egg, boop, no more power to the island. So I think that is gonna be the goal, just to get this red on, control it, shut down the shields. Now the hardest part, of course, even if we shut off the red on, it's not like we're shutting off the power over here, and that M Rift is going to be a beast. So that M Rift is going to be difficult regardless, but I think we'll be able to get there eventually, and that is the goal. So we are starting up here. Let's just get going. I'll toss in ×2 speed, and yeah, let's just have fun. Oh, we also have mesh. I do love mesh in LPACs. I think it adds at least some level of additional work that we can do. So we're going to mesh up every single one of these. Of course, we will mesh up the main one as well. I'm just getting started. I didn't talk about the main islands, I guess, the center things. So we can do that as well in a moment. Let me just start this meshitude, and we're just going to travel right on down, right over the BAM. Get out of here, BAM. So let's see, the center islands, each one has an airfield, not fully operated, but an airfield. So that's nice. So this airfield is good for them, and realistically, I'm assuming each airfield is to one area. So for instance, this north airfield will be this one. There's an airfield over here, which my guess is would be this air grouping, and then there's an airfield over here, which I'm assuming would be this airfield over here. So we take out the airfields relatively easily, no problems at all. So, and yeah, we're just spreading our lovely creep across the world, and we're just gonna just move along. Little points of worry for each area, right? So for right now, we're still going pretty good. I should really be using my upgrades. I'm just talking so much and not using them. So what do we got down here? First point of worry, this zone. If this bad boy starts shooting us and fills this with AC, that's going to breed. So we're going to have to sort of keep an eye over here for when the creep does get down here. We're going to want to egg up so the eggs take the breeder zones, not let the actual sprayer take the breeder zones, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's just one thing to contend with, but realistically we are just in the process of moving along. As we get close to these islands too, we'll probably try and at least destroy the airfields. No real rush to them, they're not really going to hinder us on any level anytime soon. And yeah, I think that's essentially the plan. One thing we can do is we can say, like, connect these two up if we wanted to. Because, like, maybe these by themselves can't get too far, but if this was moving, say, over here, maybe then it would be pretty good. I don't know. I don't want to use too many eggs over here. I don't really see too many gains. Plus, I see it getting sort of hindered because of the walls on this one. This one is going to get hindered because the airship at some point, or just not be able to make it. This one I do really want because I want that green iron. So I do want to get that bad boy up as well. And I think now that this is over 200, I'm going to start popping a couple down here because I do want this to expand naturally. If this can make it to, say, like up here, we can cut this area off, and then it's just the M Rift, right? Again, just the M Rift. With it being just the M Rift, if we can get the red on, it's just a casualty of war at that point. And I like thinking about the enemy having plenty of casualties. So I think that's going to be the plan. Again, we're going to kind of ignore these two. The urn port is indeed active, so that is powerful. I will admit, having the urn port is very powerful because it is active. We can tell that because they are getting power, which means their units are getting the added range, the added build speed, the added move speed, but I'm not sure if this AI is ever going to move. Things along that nature. But yeah, we're still just feeling pretty good. We're taking over the M in the BAM right now, so I do not mind. And we're going to get this maybe to like 150. So it's, enough to push, but, we'll have to probably help it in some key points. We want to get down here, grab this as a nice little bonus breeding zone, and just see how things go. Again, they're holding back the center pretty good, which is a bit of a shame, but we'll get there. Don't want to use the eggs yet. We want to save those for like this area when the time comes. So it's a little slow. Ooh, but we can keep the mesh going on other areas. For instance, we can just whoop, do a nice little loop-de-loop right there. I mean, again, over here, I guess we're gonna mesh up to this side, and if the creep gets big enough, maybe we'll egg over here. And we can basically destroy this with just eggs really easily, I think. So we'll be able to hopefully hold that, but I don't expect them to hold it very well, because those mortars and things, that can just shoot through the wall. It's going to be kind of ugly. Ooh, bad times. So see how this AC is popping out? This will steadily build up, most likely, and start flowing backwards. See, like from over here. And we don't want that to hit over here. So what we're going to do is wait until now, and we're going to plop down 3 eggs, just so we can make sure and guarantee that these breeding zones are breeding for us on the breeding cycle, hold them from the AC, and I think those 3 eggs alone should do it. This one popping may create some problematic AC for us, but I think we're going to be okay. You know what, let's just toss one more down, just to be sure. Again, much rather be safe than sorry with that, because I don't want to start their breeding chain, right? That's one of the biggest problems that happens on maps, is once AC starts breeding, it kind of can get out of control, so you kind of have to stop it before it starts. But looks like we're making some pretty good progress here. We're getting towards the spore launcher. I'm not worried about cutting anything off with eggs quite yet. I am tempted to start thinking about coming over here, but not the most yet. Again, still just letting things sort of take it as they will. Ooh, we're up to 150 here. It did say stop at 150. I kind of like 200, but it'd be 210. We can also come over here and cut this off. I wonder, because if we come over here, well, now with that ship there, we're not going to be able to cut it off. Even if we landed, that would prevent us from cutting off the M-Rift, which, you know, that would be the goal in essence, right? So no cutoff for us, but we can expand the mesh. Of course, we want to mesh up the actual breeding zones, so mesh those up so when it breeds and immediately goes into the mesh that we have. And I guess we want to go slightly to the right here to get to this breeding zone. I kind of want to go slightly to the left as well to get that breeding zone, so I think we are just going to split off into two little nubbins over there. So get our nubbins on the go and move. Oh, look at this. We are just, you know, we're just trouncing along. Ooh, they do have a breeding zone here. I didn't even realize. But the creep is heading in, so we are starting to win, and I think it might even take this breeding zone without me even having to use an egg. So that's a pretty solid win right there. I was planning on that egg and right there, but they've taken it. Now, all right, let's do one. Boom. Make sure we have it. I don't want that AC to get any more than it has to, because again, every time we pop one of these, they get more AC and stuff, and it holds us back, and blah 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 blah. It's just AC is gross. Oh crap! I put too many in there, and apparently I never connected up the mesh completely. That is very foolish of me. Very, very foolish. I didn't even realize there was a little bit of a connection. Trying to do this not top down, not the best for me. But we're making some headway. Over here, the mesh is indeed connected, so happy days. And again, just like before, we're going to connect up the mesh around the breeding zone. This will guarantee us to keep it, I think. Now, that bad boy is a problem, right? That one, I mean, we can't even, like, isolate it with a rock, which kind of sucks. Maybe we'll make our way across. I'm still feeling kind of okay. We'll keep pumping this up. This is our next worry zone. I say that because there's 2 here, but there's 4 breeding zones. So these 2 AC can not get out of hand, but definitely hinder our progress. So it's definitely something to be concerned for. But I'm feeling pretty okay so far. Pretty okay. We haven't needed to get to any of these islands really yet. We can. You know, we can easily get to this island, take it out. We can easily get to other islands. Ooh, that's going to breed for us, which is good. But we're going to potentially have this breeding for them, which is quite bad. So, boop, boop. just do something like that. Get both of those breeding for us with that one. Just to get a nice little surround. It's not going to be, perfect. We're not going to win the day, so to speak, but we will hold the breeding grounds for the breeding cycle at least. They are pushing us back ever so slightly, so we are going to have to take this breeding ground again, which is okay. But we will. We will do something along this line right there. And again, we're going to toss one down right there. And you don't even take that one. Take all 3 breeding zones. They're breeding up right now. It's just that extra little benefit to make the most out of our eggitudes. And hopefully get more of a surround. Get more creep in here. And then we can, again, surround the breeding zones in our lovely mesh as it moves. So they're down to just this one sprayer. It's sort of half ammo, so it should not really be too bad for us. And yeah, it didn't even dent the creep. So I think we are golden on that side, which is amazing. Ooh, and we even have some crimson on this side. Glorious days! We're getting some crimson. Ooh, that's just very, very nice. So I guess the question is now, how do we do? And we have this breeding zone. Again, our goal is to hold the breeding zones, not let the AC get out of hand. Which breeding zones are what keep it out of hand? We could go straight for this island, right? We have 30 eggs. We have plenty. I think the first thing to do would be to destroy this. That's just a connection that, they don't need and we don't need them having. But from there, do we use this egg popping to take out the bombers? Maybe that bad boy. We would have to go for the breeding zone, right? The breeding zone is going to be problematic for us as well, and I think we do. So let's do some of this. Let's place some mesh while this is blowing up in the wilds. Let it spread a little bit. There we go. We've destroyed the platform, which was the goal. And now we've also waited a few seconds, right? Got it to like 10 seconds. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. Beautiful. And now we're doing like all the good pops, right? So pop, pop. And now we're going to need to really, really pop these things. So we should definitely get the breeding zone to breed for us, which is a big key. There we go. Breed for me, not for you. And there is the airfield, also the mortar, or the super mortar, which was another thing I definitely wanted. And there we go. So the goal is to hold the breeding zones, ideally destroy this other platform as well. So that is just gone for good. And this actually has no power now, so that's actually double win. If we can hold these breeding zones, this should just last for us. Now the problem is, they are fending it off fairly well, but the breeding zone is happening now. Oh. Let's just take all of them. I don't want that AC to... Okay, I think we're going to take that island. I think everything on there will run out of power. Ooh, they do actually rebuild platforms completely. That's so different. Usually platforms are not rebuilt. It's usually just once the platform is gone, they'll actually rebuild things like they are there, but not actual platforms. So that's actually kind of cool. Very, very unique, I would say. But as you can see, our creep is actually doing quite good over here. Quite good indeed. And if we take the red on, that's just like super mega win, right? Because if we take the red on, we can actually use the spores here, right? Because spores will just drain the green R from here, which is great. I definitely love that. Or lift deck, I guess, not the green R. I mean, the green R is providing the lift deck and XYZ there. But there we go. We are holding these islands, which is amazing. Up here, look at the progress that this side has made. We did put a couple of upgrades into them, which is grand. Let's finish this off. Let's connect it back over so we have a nice little connection point there. And we'll even wrap that one up. And we'll just spread on up to the top. We are getting to the green R up here, which is awesome. It does, again, have some breeding zones in it, so we do have to be careful. But we're sort of making progress on multiple fronts right now. And, ooh, they're like fully going for it. But thankfully, again, most of the things, I don't really care if they take this back now, because again, we got their planes, and their planes were what was important. I really want the mesh to come through this zone, because I would love the Crimson to be the thing that primarily assaults over there. I guess we're going to start doing some spores. Crap, I should have checked how long it takes for spores to fire. That would have been a good thing. I hope they're not like 7-minute spores. Maybe they're like a minute. I don't know. But that is going to be a pretty big development for us, right? If they're not like, if they're relatively long in the way of the spore, 11 and 30 seconds, that's actually pretty good. That should be good because I want to essentially drain the ammo regularly. That's what I want the spores to do, be the ammo drain that we need them to be. And let's connect up our paths here and grab that breeding zone, which I didn't actually take with eggs. I should have, I could have, I would have, but I didn't. So next on the list is we do want to get back here, we do want to blow everything up. One good thing about this is that yeah, look at that. So that is shooting quite a lot. It just fired. Yeah, like 40 seconds for a volley is actually not bad at all. I'm actually pretty content with that. Coming up here. Ooh, okay. So this is the big bad zone right now. Definitely don't like that. Let's keep her. Let's go with spores. I was not gonna go with spores, but you know what? They're gonna do some pretty good work for us. Oop. Okay, wait. We are breeding zone right now, so let us super take this little divoted area. Boom, 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 boom. Use that. Get the breeding zones. Get them breeding for us. Surround it. Get rid of all that AC. Not let the AC spread. And I think that should eliminate pretty much most things there. Didn't take out everything, but we had a pretty good takeout of the area. So again, that's what it's all about, just taking out a little bit here, a little bit there. And we're steering clear of this side, you know, don't really care about it. Although we are getting to the Air Force and this breeding zone. So boom, boom. Again, just take the breeding from them. Should stop the AC, should allow us to the victory, as it were. And I guess we do need to take this over like we took over the other side. Now we do have 20 rocks, so we can start to do other assaults. Like rock assaults, because I mainly want the rocks for the center, right? Like these areas, you know, you're gonna need a lot to take them out. Fortunately for us, there are only 2 zones of power up here, so I'm not super worried about that per se. But we definitely want to take out the enemy forces, as it were, quite rapidly. So let's just do one of these. This should ideally take out the Air Force at a minimum. Don't really care about the rest. I would like the super mortar. So we got the Air Force and the super mortar. I'm going to count that as a win. And we got the Air Force and the super mortar. I don't care about anything else on the... Ooh, okay, wait. Oh, egg. Pop. Wait, what? Oh, I put down just way too many eggs. Okay, with that in mind, let's just get our mesh going on. I didn't want them to have the breeding zone, so that was my fault there. But luckily, we can use this to our advantage to do some meshing, and we can't completely connect the mesh, but that's fine. As long as there's no more AC on this, and this doesn't turn into just some AC generating mess, I am happy. The mesh will go up. Commence with this. Let's check how we are doing over here. Looks like we're doing, again, pretty good. We're going to keep the mesh going along the edge. That's where I kind of want to be. And yeah, I'm just super happy. We are in the process of cutting off their first red-on. Their second one will be next. But I think we may just do a super assault, right? We are about to hit a breeding zone. I want this to breed, of course. So if we were to say you, we want the Ultrac without a doubt. And we just want some of these super units. So let's just go something like this. We're doing it with 5 seconds before the breeding, which should be plenty of time for this to spread. We get these breeding zones sorted out. Boom, they're breeding for us all the way in the back, which is awesome. We also cut off all of the power over there, which is awesome. That is no longer... the airship is no longer connected as well. Again, another awesome element. And our goal is now just to keep them separated. So we can take over half of the map, hopefully keep things to ourselves, ideally keep this corner breeding for us. Don't really care about too much more. And yeah, I feel pretty okay about that. This should be the thing that cuts off the Redon. Although, boom, there we go. We have this breeding. Cut it. Ooh, we did not cut them off again. But I think we've effectively taken this, right? Not 100%. There's still a couple of units in our way. But for the most part, again, we're just cutting them off and cutting them off and cutting them off. And soon we will connect our cutoff 100%. So once we have that, shields drop, MRIFs go down. It basically turns into just an us versus them scenario. And the them is not very good because, yeah, no more... Ooh, are you even connected to Redon? I don't think they are. So how is that not connected? Is it just interesting? I'm surprised that that is not connected. Does the factory still have Redon? No, look at how fast they go through Redon. That is awesome. So we've cut off their Redon. We've gotten to their blobs. We're now going to be cutting off their Greenar at this point. So essentially, we've done quite good in the way of the cutoffs. I do only have 10 eggs, so I am going to start to hold back on the eggs because, honestly, I do not want to just throw them away willy-nilly, so to speak. You know, we have this, we will wear them down, so I'm not worried about this, although that sucks. That's going to be a big hindrance. I do want that. As you can see, it is breeding for them quite nicely, but as long as they don't get the Redon back, I really don't care. I do want to get rid of their Greenar, because as you can see, their Greenar supplies are starting to drop because the airships do take it. That is essentially the next big thing. Redon is completely gone. And once we take the Greenar, my goal is to take it and then destroy the factory, right? Because then, not only did we take this, but then we destroyed what supplies they had so they can't keep resupplying. Redon, they already can't be resupplying, so I don't know why I did that many spores. That was a bit too many. I should have put in some blobs and things like that. I got very carried away. I was like, spores, I see them, let's go! Let's go, my spory friends. But yes, a bit too much. Now, unfortunately, they did reconnect this up, but again, it's not the end of the world. As long as they don't get that Redon, I really don't care what they do. And it's such a steep angle, they're not building anything that can do it. So, let them go. Let's even give them some meshing to worry about. Let's mesh up this entire front line. That way, even if this AC becomes a slight problem, it's not going to be sort of the end of the world. They shouldn't be able to take any real ground back because the mesh is holding it steady. Over here, they are starting to breed a bit, which is fine. Honestly, these breeders aren't too bad, and our creep is just winning the day on this island. It's just a win. So I'm counting that as supreme victory. Over here, as you can see, this is what I was kind of worried about. See this island? Now it's just a breeding party. So that island kinda sucks for us. We still hold this one pretty well though. I mean, yeah, they've taken a little bit back, but realistically, not that much. So definitely love that island. This island, it's stagnating. But I think our goal will be to come up from this side, or actually just cut them off entirely as soon as we can get to that average. Which we should be able to get to relatively soon. Let's see. They're still getting ARG. How are they still getting ARG? Because there is none in base. Interesting. Maybe there's some ARG packets around the map, but the factory has none. So I'm actually very curious. Is more ARG coming in somewhere? Or should you just start going down? You should start just going down. I think it is. Yeah, that's at 4 pips now. Okay, the shields are indeed going down. And again, the missiles will stop firing, except from the airships. But again, if an airship fires a missile, then that's actually just going to be green ARG lost, right? So let's worry about this. We're at 22 eggs again, so let's finish off the green ARG takeover, I think. Let's not let these replenish, and let's even go for the factory, right? Let's get their factory done, get their green ARG lost. Looks like the, ooh, even better. get this M rift. That's what we want to see. Was that it? Looks like that was it, but how do they have power now? Is there a secondary M rift? Where are you? Oh, it's over there. That's fine. Boop. Bop. Beep. Alright, let's grab that Emerald now. And power gone. That's what we want to see. Again, over here, that's all we need to do on this side, which we will do, of course. We will. I think that's all we need to do for this side as well. So, for instance, if we were to say go one... I mean, honestly, it might even be better to go this way, or would it be better to... I mean, I guess it's better to go skip our factory now. Free the friendos, as we say. So we want one there, and just one, like, right there. That should be perfect. And now we just do... keep that M rift, and I'm guessing there's a second, so that's fine. Where is the second? Oh no, it's coming across the way. Okay, so now we have a problem with it coming across this way. And that can be solved. We still have 12 eggs remaining. So I think it's time to actually take this aisle as it is. So let's just do something like this and like this. So this should get the next set of bombers, which will be grand, and ideally speaking... Ideally, boom, there we go. We have shut off this island entirely. Perfect. Love the shut-offs. Everything just going down exactly as planned. We may need some more in the way of power, but that's okay. Right? We're doing the shut-off. We're gonna make sure that breeds for us, make sure this breeds for us, and we have 4 eggitudes left. Now, it looks like the power is still coming down from this left side, so I'm guessing they haven't built a secondary M rift. And we're just gonna go straight across the ocean. So I think that is the plan. Do something like this, grab some meshitude. Again, if we can mesh across the ocean, we might as well. See how it goes, and boom, that island is now completely shut off, and there's no way for it to come back. So no connection points over there. Every island on the Outer Banks is destroyed in essence. No more power coming in for anybody. I mean, okay, not this one yet, but it will be. The spores come out. Again, it looks like they are targeted and not random, which is grand. They're just going to do some good work for us. The urn port... Oh wait, the urn port wasn't. That's eco. Green is eco. Urn is the other one. So yeah, the urn port wasn't doing anything anyway. So that feels pretty good. And now, once the spores start targeting over here, every shot from this bad boy is just wasted, right? It's actually kind of good, because all of their missiles will run out very, very quickly. Also, by the way, if we wanted to, we can shut off all their missiles. We can move their missiles. So we can really mess with things. It looks like just the missiles and the snipers. We can do the snipers. We can shut off the snipers. We can move the snipers. Not a good thing. I don't do that. But it is quote-unquote a valid way to do things in some regard. Not for me. But I think it's time. I've devoted to these, and I'm just going all in on these spores. I think it's spore o'clock. We're gonna take over the map with spores. We're gonna let the world drown in our spory despair. And yes, I'm pretty happy with that. So last but not least, I guess we need to plan our assault, right? Our actual assault. So step 1 is let's connect up our 2 big emitters. I don't really care about connecting up the other emitters, but I think connecting up the 2 big ones will be very valid and useful. So I am also going to the corner just to sort of pick up anything that's there, and I'll go over like here, just to sort of spread out. So now we need to connect up emitter 1 and emitter 2. So we'll drop like an egg there, and I guess an egg right there, and hopefully we'll be able to connect up our emitters. Pop, pop, and mesh. Connect it all up. Hopefully. This should, in theory, connect up big emitter 1 with big emitter 2, and now we have a big mesh path. From Big Mesh Path, we can go to this island and across. We can just go straight across, like, here. And I guess that's the question. Where do we think they are quote-unquote weakest? Oh, it's coming to the... That's fine. Again, there is no more Red-On. Wait, they have Red-On. Wait, how do they have Red-On? How do they have so much Red-On? Where did that Red-On come from? What? What is going on? Now they have infinite supplies of Red-On coming out of an M-Rift? From where? Oh wait, no, it's just from up here. They just reconnected it. Oh no! Red-On, you fools! Okay, we need to take care of this. This has got to go. It's time. What's the best way to handle this? I think is just rocks. This will be a good rock etude o'clock. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just toss down over here some of these, and we're gonna rock right like this. Wait, what's going on? Rocks, what? Oh my god, it's because they're trying to rebuild. That is one thing that frustrates me. Like, I'm trying to drop rocks on an open area, but they're trying to quote-unquote rebuild, so I can't drop rocks, like, as a location. So that is a little frustrating. Wait, what is going on here? Please, destroy. Rocks. I just want... Alright, so that's their Emrift gone. And apparently they have another one. It's just right there. There we go. No more Emrift. Get out of here. Is it no more Emrift? Thank you. I could have done that way earlier. I can't believe they reconnected that up after so long. That was entirely my fault. Oh, whoa! There we go. No more nothing. That's what we wanted to see. The spores are starting to take over the world. Definitely would be faster, probably using a mix of other things, especially basically everything. But the spores, I think the spores will do pretty good in the long run, right? They will eventually run this out of ammo. This is going to all run out of ammo. What is nice is the spores actually take multiple shots, at least 2, even if they die, you know. So, it's kind of nice. Our air sacs are going to come on out. Let's give them just the one to give them 2. It's always nice to have multiples if you can get them. We don't really care about anything else now, so we feel pretty good. And I guess the connection would have to be made, right? Let's just start from here. I mean, we already have the connection halfway to it. It feels pretty nice to come over here, and I guess, you know, this is the suggested route. And I do think I like it a little bit more over here. So like one there. Let's just do that and connect it on up, right? So just something like this. Get it over here. Get it going. And that should be able to reach up to the top. So gloriousness, ahoy! And I guess we'll just come along the edge so it has a faster route than just going around everything. Look at the spores. The spores are already landing. They're out of Red-On. No ammo in their main unit over here. I mean, over here is just a problem because that has ammo and it's taking up a lot of spores. Not the end of the world, just kind of annoying. But every time the spores fire, they will land more and more and more. So I love it. I love it. And yeah, it's a rarity for me to use spores. I know. But you know what? I'm a fan. I'm happy that we did it with spores. I definitely think it's a lot of fun to do it this way. Ooh, but I don't think it's fun to do it this way. So let's not let this happen. Methinks. Get out of here. No, you cannot have your connection. Yes, we're taking the breeding zone. Get out of here again. Close this all down. Thank you very much. No. And we have 19 rocks, so let's, beautiful. That should help alleviate our landing zone. And with, oh jeez, yeah, see the problem is the spores are still coming over here and everything. Once they start focusing just on the center island, and of course that crappy island. No one likes that island over there. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just mesh on over there too. Drop one right there. Once it does, we'll mesh on over. Oop, there we go. Mesh, 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 mesh. So hopefully we'll be able to get our mesh connected up. It'll just travel over there, take this out. Yeah, look, our creep is swarming the lands. And honestly, again, it's all about these spores right now. Look at them go. Nothing can stop them. We're even hitting the main base. They're not doing the most right now, but you know, again, they're still firing quite a few over here. And the problem is that bad boy is able to take them out quite substantially. But it is running out. There we go. Oh, the landing is happening everywhere now. It is over. The map is, oh jeez, every second it's just more and more of these spores come out. I love it. Taken out over here. You know, let's just oh, there wasn't enough creep there. I'll just do something like that. Get those pops. Just take that out so the rest of the things get taken out. Again, that's the big thing. It's the breeding zones. They can fight us even when there's no power. Oh, you're all going down. And another way. Like, by the time they land, the next wave fires. It's super, super cool. Ooh, we even have some eggs. So let's pop all of our eggs. That should be nice for our Meshitude over here. Don't even care. I guess we just want our mesh to continue. And we're just going to go straight across, right? Might as well. We can, you know, distract them. Don't really care, you know. We just want the mesh to go straight on through. And what we'll do is we'll do that, and mesh on over, ideally. So, I do hope that connects up. I think it should, which means our mesh now has a way straight to their base. Oh, look at it all. Oh, look at it all. See, now this is what I wanted to see, the spores. Thankfully, we have taken this island too, so all the spores should now be concentrated solely here in every future explosion. 1 second, let's watch. Oh, they're all coming out. Where are you going, spore? Oh, there's one thing right there. Look at that. It's gone. And I'm guessing there's a couple over here. So we'll just do some of that and watch the spore destruction. They can't stop the air sacs either. Nothing can shoot the airs. The air sacs, they have free reign. It's also causing a monstrously monstrous deficit. No defenses for them. I think the creep has taken over. You know, it got a little silly in the end. I should have done it a little differently. You know, I should have gone for more blobs and a more wide array of things, but I really, really like seeing it when spores come down just like this. It is very nice, it is beautiful, and it just makes me smile. You know, we have the air sacs floating, you know, they're doing the dance of victory. We got this, look at that, every time, just wow. I mean, we're up to like almost 100 too, which is incredible. So, yeah, done and dusted. It has been completed. No more power. Just the barrage of spores. It's incredible. Oh, I love it. I really like the method that we did it. You know, let's just drop whatever eggs we can. Click pop all eggs at that point. It's a beautiful thing. We still had 21 rocks, but again, I was just having fun in the end. And we have taken out essentially everything. I mean, there's probably a couple of, you know, things that need to be taken out. But there we have it. That is LPAC Choice 2. Had a lot of fun. Actually, good amount of fun. It was really great. I really love the idea of different areas having different things. Super, super cool. The airships having the green R or lift deck, amazing. Super, super good. Yeah, no, I think that's incredible. I'm not 100% sure if the urn port was on, so I'd be careful with that. That would be my one suggestion, is have your urns not in the urn port and then have them fly to the airport. I know that is one way to make them activate, so just be aware of that. And yeah, just good stuff. Really enjoyed. So, hope you did as well. I mean, well, I guess let's see how we did. You know, sure I messed around a bit much, but what was I at? I was at, what, 32? You know, not bad. There's 20, you know. Hey, for just having fun and using spores, honestly, not too bad. Not too bad. There we go. Hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll catch you next time. Take care.